Hey guys, welcome back to Home Built, and this week I am going to get some paint on the inside of these panels. Okay guys, so last week you saw me getting most of these panels insides ready to put some epoxy primer on. At the moment there's a mess of parts spread throughout the booth, but it's planned chaos. I'm going to go through now and finish them all up, all the insides. I'm not taking all the paint off. I'm not getting them perfect inside because they're already sealed. I've gotten rid of all the rust. I am just going to reseal them in properly, make sure there's a good adhesion to all the paint throughout the whole underside of everything, and it's all protected for the future. Okay, so I have everything sanded and prepped, ready to do the primer, but before I can go in and do any painting, I need to clean everything up and I need to go through and rust proof everything. Alright, rust converter is on, so I'll give that about 15 minutes or so to do its job and then clean it up and get them ready for paint. Alright, that's been about 15-20 minutes. The rust converter's done its job, so now it's back to like you've seen me before. Water, then metho, then Prepsol, 3-stage hit. Let's get into it. Okay, I've mixed all my paint up, and if you're going to paint with this sort of stuff, you have to make sure you have the right mask. This particular mask, I've just replaced all the filters in, it's all brand new. It's actually got 4 layers of filtration in it. So in the top, there are 2 of these are the old ones, 2 of these light dust filters. Then there is another layer of dust filtration, this one. And then this last one, this is actually gas filtration. So this is actually the one that stops the fumes themselves coming through and protects you. So make sure you've got the proper mask. Don't just use a normal dust mask. You have to use the right stuff because this stuff that you breathe it in can be really nasty. But it's really good on the car. All right. We have primer on all of my internal parts and panels. So I'll leave that to dry up and get stuck back into the body of the car. All right, next little job I want to tackle is the fuel filler flap. Now, with this car, I got 2 fuel filler flaps, but the issue I have found, and the reason why I've obviously got 2, is because I have this one with a hinge on the bottom and this one without. But the one with the hinge on the bottom doesn't fit. I assume it must be for a 2+2. This being the 2-seater, this one fits, but it has no hinge. So now I need to try and disconnect the hinge off of this one and then weld it onto this one. And hopefully that will all work. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I just bolted it all up just to make sure that where I'm going to put it is going to work. And to line it up, thankfully, you can still see that there are where the old spot welds were on the back of this. So I'm just going to line this up with the old spot welds and weld it back on again. And hopefully, hopefully that works. And I've got a useful petrol flap. All right, that could use a little bit more adjustment and playing around. I'll probably put a washer or two behind it to sort of space it this way a little bit more, but that is pretty good. That's another job marked off the list. So moving on. All right, fuel flap's done, and while I've got the welder out, I'm gonna go through now and weld in the extra holes, so the second set of holes for the other set of flares. So I'm gonna mark them out and weld them up. All right, we're ploughing ahead. So while I've also got the welder out, I'm thinking next thing I'm going to start tackling this rear bar. It needs a little bit of panel beating, but I also want to actually weld it all together, so make it all a one-piece unit, no holes, make it nice and smooth so it sits on here nicely. So first thing is I'll do a little bit of panel beating, and then I'll try and bolt it onto the car, get it all the way I want it, and then I can weld it together. All right, guys. Well, I've spent some time trying to bolt this into the back of the car, but I've run out of time. I'm going to have to try and weld this up next week, but I suppose that means it's time for fun facts with Mrs. Jeff.
Hey guys, 1969 saw the first appearance of the Datsun 510, or the Datsun 1600 as it's known in Australia, in the East African Safari Rally. Not only did Datsun come in third overall, but they were 6 of the top 13 finishers. More importantly, they took out the top 6 spots in their class. 1970 saw the Datsun establish itself as one of the most popular marques of the race, with 28 of 91 starters. Not only did a 510 win overall, they also won their class and manufacturer's title as well. Datsun was now the force to be reckoned with in rallies around the world.
All right, guys. Finished up for another week. Painting took a lot of time, but at least I've got it done now, and the fuel flap is sorted. Next week I can get back to those bumpers, get them all sorted out, and hopefully start finishing up the bodywork on the body of the car itself. I want to try and get the shell completely done, ready for paint. We're getting there. Chipping away at it slowly, but we're getting there. So anyway, if you want to help the channel out, head down to the description and you can find the link to our store, and you can get yourself some of these really cool shirts, hoodies or coffee mugs. And as always, please like and subscribe to Home Built by Jeff, and you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at the same place. See you guys.
Don't interrupt my creative process. It's my new process. 28 of 21 itself is one of the most shush.